host Ruby Gill, and I feel honored to welcome you all on the behalf of lovely professional university. So attendees, what do you think the essence of today's webinar? Well, I'm glad to share with much excitement that today our expert will deliver his expertise and make us learn about how to design a comic character. And I'm sure you are as excited as I am for today's learning process. So kindly allow me to introduce our experts. Dr. Pavitra Prakash Singh, Professor in Management, Dean, School of Social Sciences and Languages, lovely professional university. An intellectual personality with a rich and diverse experience of 26 years in the industry with entrepreneurial experience and in teaching and research as well. In his career, he has undertaken and supervised more than 162 academic and 7 consultancy projects and presented more than 50 research papers in numerous national and international conferences of repute. To his credit, he has authored 27 books and more than 40 research papers. And talking about his awards and accolades, he has been honored with Manufacturing Association Faridabad Award 2014 by Honorable Governor of Haryana and Bharat Vidya Shromani Award 2011 from India Solidarity Council, New Delhi. He has visited countries like Tanzania, Sri Lanka, and many more for academic and research purpose, and he is a proud member and chairman of various boards and committees. So, sir, it's a privilege to have you on board with us today. Thank you so much for joining. Furthermore, we would like to welcome Mr. Sandeep Kumar, Head, Department of Multimedia, School of Design, lovely professional university. A dynamic professional with an experience of 17 years in animation industry. While channelizing his creative energy into the animation education vertical of the industry, he has contributed to the success of some biggest brands like MAAC, Aptech, Reliance Animation, Framebox Animation, Picasso Animation, and many more. The list goes on and on. So, sir, thank you so much for giving us your valuable time. Additionally, I would like to welcome our admission expert, Dr. Chirag Sharma, Assistant Professor, lovely professional university. With a doctorate degree in computer science and engineering, he has more than 10 years of experience in LPU, and he has 45 research publications in image processing in international and national journals of repute. And attendees today, he'll give you an insight of eligibility, fee and scholarship, which I'm sure will make you save a lot of money. And in addition to that, he'll also be sharing the infrastructure part of the university. So, sir, thank you so much for joining us today. So with this, we'll begin today's webinar. I welcome you all once again and looking forward for a great interactive session. So over to you, Dr. Pavitra Prakash Singh, sir, for the content of the day.
Thank you, Ruby ma'am. Thank you always, as you always have been saying good words for all of us, and hope you will have a better interaction session today. And I assume that all the people who are interested in multimedia, game design or animation will find this particular session interesting. Today is the session where we are trying to interact with the designing of a comic character, and this is one of the important part of the multimedia school, where designing the character, ideation of something may lead to some kind of a characterization, as Sandeep sir was sharing with me that Marvel cinemas or Marvel cycle, this Marvel series is all talking about the characters, which he'll be explaining. My multimedia school is basically specializing into 3 parts. One is the graphic, which will be taken care by Preet sir and Shefali ma'am, which will try to show you something on that. My animation, which will be taken care by Rahul Amba sir, and the gaming part which will be taken care by Navdeep sir. And definitely we'll try to create a sketch as we are talking about designing a comic character. We'll try to create a comic character in 2D as well as 3D, and also manual. We'll try to show something to our audience, and that also in somewhere around 20 to 25 minutes is the possible time we are looking at for designing that. But before that, I'd like to take you to a journey of my domains, which Sandeep sir will be elaborating how my design school is um, uh, created around in all the domains where he'll be helped by other team members. Sandeep sir, please.
Thank you, sir. Uh, Now we'll be taking you through the journey of different domains, as sir has explained to all of us. And after that, we'll create a comic character. You might have seen a movie like Incredible Hulk. You might have seen Spider-Man. You might have seen Iron Man, all the famous characters. So those are the examples that are being set by the Marvel comic book company. So why I'm saying all the characters, because you might recognize all of them very quickly. So this part will be taken care as a demo in the second part. So first part, I will invite our experts of graphic and UI UX, Mr. Preet sir and Shifali ma'am, who will be taking you through some of the student work, student projects, and a little bit about the industry brief. Over to you, Preet sir and Shifali ma'am.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Preetinder, and I'm going to show you about the domain graphics in our department. So first of all, I would like to introduce you what is graphics actually. So graphics means visuals, visual communication. So graphic design is all about visual communication. Okay, so we all communicate through our language, through our gestures, but graphic and visual elements are the things which communicate with us in many ways. For example, if you go to airport, if you go to hospital or any restaurant, you will see many icons there, right? Many icons, symbols through which you can navigate, like arrows, even in the restaurant symbol, that spoon and knife symbol, that means a restaurant symbol. Okay, so you know this all comes under the graphic design. So I'll show you some designs. Graphic design is a very big field in which we have UI UX design also, motion graphics, then packaging design, even branding like logo design. Okay, even your print ads, magazines, newspapers, brochures you see in your daily life, that all comes in the graphic design domain. So here are some examples done by our students. This one is the example of branding. So this is hypothetical project done by a student for a gaming platform. The name is X360. This is hypothetical. This is not a existing one. Okay. So he has done with the logo design, the construction part of it, the color theory, the color palette for that brand. Okay. Because every brand is having its own color palette. Like HP is having blue color, Zomato is having red color, Swiggy is having orange color. So somewhere you will see their packaging, McDonald's, KFC, by seeing their logo, by seeing their color, you recognize them. Okay, so in this same thing is happening. He has designed its packaging, logo, color palette, then final logo design for the mockup. If I come here, the second part, as I was discussing with you, the symbols, right? So that is come under this icon design. So every icon you see in your mobile phone, like setting icon, home icon, so all like this we the students are designing. Okay, so there is a whole process behind this, whole exploration behind this. The students brainstorm on it, and then they design like this, starting from the sketches. I don't know you are able to see, but here are some explorations, manual explorations, then the digital ones, again with the color palette. Because in graphic design, in visual communication, color plays a very important role, right? Because it connects people with emotions, right? Okay, so that's all from my side. I'll forward it to Shafali.
So let me take you people to the emerging area of UI UX, and which encompasses a major trending areas in the career like interaction designers. You can see yourself as a product designers. You can see yourself as a UX UI designers. So something which are these kind of profiles which are grabbing higher sort of packages in an industry. So let me take you people to the field of UI UX. I believe you people generally know what does UI UX mean. It generally means like everything where you will. Let's say you design you generally operate in everyday's life. You generally operate refrigerator. You generally operate washing machine. You generally operate microwave oven. So the interface you look like WhatsApp, we can say every mobile application, every desktop application you are doing, the interface in which you are operating that interface in day-to-day life is basically interaction design. How beautifully you are designing those interactions, how beautifully you are designing those interfaces. So the final outcome should be something like this. I'm not saying that is the final one. It can be in the form of a product also. I am showing you some of the differences from, let's say, application design, where you can see it's not only about aesthetics, it's always about usability. It's not like only the colors, only the fonts, only the design patterns you can look after, only the kind of design patterns they are using is something like we are dealing with UI. It's all about creating a better user experience, because we are trying to make user more friendly, more compatible with the device. So this is how we are designing something like this, and our students are doing some sort of a live project which are being sold in UK, like United Kingdom. This branding project has been sold in UK. These are some sort of live competitive project that our students used to do, like crown.ux. This is a weekly competition of worth of $75 every week. So this is how a student used to participate in competitions and do some sort of freelancing work from their second year of their degree onwards. So like this, you can yourself see yourself as a kind of product designer or visual designers, right? So the next, Rahul sir will take you into the field of multimedia and animation, where he'll show you some sort of glimpses related to the works of multimedia.
Good afternoon to everyone. So today I will introduce to the world of the multimedia. So multimedia is now everywhere. If you'll see, not only in the entertainment, if you'll see in the defense also, medical also, airlines, banking, we are everywhere now. And multimedia as a field is a basically combination of technology and the art. And if you'll see the multimedia, so we are basically dealing with 2D and 3D animation, and we have basic pipeline. We have a complete production pipeline in this, so we follow these all things if we are dealing with the multimedia projects. If we are behind me, you can see the different work of the students. Like here you can see the different postures, the architectural walkthroughs, and the animation, the texturing, the lighting. So everything we follow in the animation, we start from the basic, we start from the scratch. That is an idea. Everything start with an idea. And the major challenge of the multimedia is that we are going to create that thing which is not actually real, but we have to create in that way it look like a actually real thing more than the realistic thing. So here we have to create a CGI element. So we'll start from the idea, from the story. From that thing we enter in the production part. In the production we create the models like this. You can see that different animated models, and after that the model, in that model we do the texturing part. So we create a look and feel. If you'll see the Hulk character, so Hulk is a green character, and you can see there is a he's wearing the capri and the bare body. So that is a texturing part. From it is creating the visuals of that object. Then after that we do the rigging part. You can see this dinosaur is like in some position. Here you can see the character in that some position. So rigging part is when we put the bone structure in the characters. Then after that we'll do the animation. Then we'll do the lighting part. So lighting, after that we'll create a render, the final output. So multimedia is not only in the entertainment right now. If we'll see the defense part, if you're going to create some kind of attack, how it will look like, how the missile will work, that is all also a multimedia. If we'll see in that medical part where the vaccine is going to create, how the vaccine will work in the body, that complete animation is called multimedia. So we are almost in everywhere now. Is everything is possible with multimedia right now. So I'm going to forward the next to Mr. Navdeep sir, who will continue with the gaming part, which is also a part of a multimedia.
Thank you, Rahul sir. And now we'll talk about the game development. So this is, everybody's busy with the mobile games, and games are everywhere on the mobile phones and on the laptop system, maybe PlayStations. And now we will see the process, the development process of the game designing, right? How we can compose the game and how we can pass it to the maybe mobile, for the mobile system, maybe for the computer system, right? So all these stuffs are related to the game development. Fine. So maybe here we can see the characters and the props and the environment we can see. Then how these things are going to be maintained. These are all digital stuff, and these stuffs we need to create into the based upon the computer, that is called a CGI, right? Computer generated imagery, right? So all this stuff, maybe for example, we can take the example of the PUBG game, right? So all the stuff that we are using inside that game is composed of what, that is one character is there inside the game, some environment is there inside the game, and the character is having some the props, just like gun system is there and the environment is there, right? So all these stuffs we need to combine into the single place, and we need to compose them with the audio and the some visuals, and finally we'll give some output to the mobile phone for the games, right? So this is all about the multimedia and stuff related to the games. Thank you.
Thank you, all of you for all of your inputs that you have given regarding multimedia, animation, gaming. Thank you, Shivali ma'am and Preet sir, for your inputs. Now, guys, I will take you through the live demo that we will be delivering with the help of our faculties. With me, we have my colleague over here. We have my colleague Sumesh sir, who will be doing the demonstration. So Sumesh sir will be doing a comic character on digitally on 2D platform. Along with him, we have Shubham sir, who will be creating a 3D character of comic. After that, we have B.A. Sharma sir, our faculty for pre-production, as well as Yogesh sir, who is also pre-prod faculty. So they will be creating a character live over here with the sketch. You can see in the background. So and now Sumit sir will start creating the character, uh, and he would like to obviously describe and explain what he's doing and how he's starting the work. So over to you, Sumit sir.
All right, all right. So I believe I'm audible and visible. So very good afternoon, everyone. So I think now we have enough knowledge what is comic character. And before starting the development, I think I have one overview. So I want to share with you all. Okay, so I hope you can see the sharing screen. And okay, so I hope you can see the sharing screen. And here you can see the development process for the comic character. So you can see 6 steps for the development. So first will be the questioning. We need to think for the idea like what we are going to design, villain or hero or ghost or vampire kind of character. According to that, we need to choose the right shape, that can be triangle, circle or square. And after that, we need to think for the proportion. So here you can see the proportion block, and here you can see the partition for the torso, for upper leg and lower leg. We can plan according to the character also. And fourth, you can see the stick figure, and it is very helpful to understand the joint and the base of the character's structure. And the fifth is related to the structure. It is very helpful to understand the 3D form of the character. And sixth, you can see the cleanup. So we will proceed for these steps, and now I'm going to continue. Thank you very much. Okay, so now let me continue on software. So I'm going to use Photoshop for this, and I will use only brush tool like what we are doing on paper with the help of pencil or pen. So the same thing I will do with the help of brush tool on software. Okay, so let me start.
Okay, everybody. So I hope I'm also audible to you guys. So I'll be creating a digital art using Zbrush. So right now I'm going to open up my Zbrush. So as you guys can see in this second screen. So right now this is the ZBrush. So basically what we do in ZBrush, so we create 3D models, right? And this is the industry standard software. So in this we basically also do the concept art. First we create 2D sketches, then we refine the 2D sketch, and then we put everything into any 3D package. We can use my 3ds Max, any software, even Blender. But right now, for you can say the most freedom for the creativity, we'll be using the ZBrush because it's basically a digital clay. So I'm just going to create this simple character for you guys in ZBrush.
So as you have seen Sumit sir and Shubham sir are creating the character on 2D and 3D as well. So now I have my colleagues P. Sharma sir who will be creating it on paper over here, as well as Yogesh sir who will be also be creating on paper. So you can give a brief what you will be creating, sir, today.
Okay, I'll be creating a character based on the basic shapes. Okay, different shapes. Okay, different shapes can define the characters. The nature of the characters, like the triangle, as the nature of the shape has sharp edges, so it can be dangerous. Okay, round characters, it can be a friendly, innocent. Square characters can be we use a square to create a solid and a firm. Okay, characters like Superman, you can see Batman is a square in shape. In the style, friendly characters, they have circles. Okay, we use circles. In the triangles, like the villain characters, we use triangles. So,
Okay, thank you, sir. Hi, my name is Yogesh Kumar Prajapati, and now I am going to start a imagination sketch that totally based on my imagination. So this sketch I am going to make by the geometrical shape. So I hope you will get a better understand with my sketch. Thank you so much. So please let's go start. Thank you.
Okay, guys, I hope my screen is quite visible to you guys, in which I'm doing this work. So right now you can see I'm basically doing the dropout of my character, right? So in this, I have used
And
basic.
also, I like to brief today is Shubham's birthday. Happy birthday, Shubham.
Thank you, sir.
Any happy
So
returns
let's
of the day.
continue. So thank you. Okay, so right now you guys can see I have basically created this simple alien-like comic character, and you guys can see I have used basic primitive shapes, right? So as far as you guys can see, I have this cylinder over here and this cylinder over here, and this you can say is cylindrical shape over here, right? And I have created one eye, and this character is going to have an open mouth, right? So I'm almost done with this basic block out, and then we'll do a quick poly painting on this. Poly painting is basically we are doing this coloring thing, or you can say we are basically painting this without doing the UV unwrapping. UV unwrapping is like a technical thing for 3D, but right now you can see it's simple, you can say character over here, right, which I'm sculpting.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, here I'm using multiple different shapes. Okay, different shapes. Like for the head, I'm using a square, and for the body, okay, including the leg, I'm using a circle. Okay, and yeah, I exaggerated the figure a little bit. Like I made the torso part a bit bigger compared to the realistic figure. Okay, but yeah, we when we develop any kind of such characters for comic for animation movies, yeah, we exaggerated the figures, but yeah, we base the characters on reality. Okay, even if we put a head of a tiger to a human body also, like we follow the basic the rules of the nature, the principles, it's the same only. Okay, but how you make the character interesting, that's the thing. Okay, that's the art. Okay, I'll be
ओके गाइस, तो आप लोग देख सकते हैं मैंने एक ऐसे मेमोरी बेस में एक कैरेक्टर तैयार किया है जिसका बहुत बड़ा हेड है, जिसमें मैंने ज्योमेट्रिकल सेट को इस्तेमाल किया है और थोड़े कान बड़े किए हैं और उसके अंदर जो है थोड़ी कंफ्यूजन क्रिएट की है। और उस कंफ्यूजन में मैंने दिखाया है कि मोस्टली आफ्टर आफ्टर 12 कंप्लीट करने के बाद बच्चे कंफ्यूज रहते हैं कि मुझे क्या एजुकेशन लेनी है, क्या एजुकेशन लेनी है, तो मैं उसके बिहाफ पे ये कंप्लीट किया है। तो जैसे आप देख सकते हैं, तो प्लीज एंजॉय कीजिए। थैंक यू सो मच। Okay, guys, my demonstration is done. So thank you so much. Hope you are enjoying this, and please keep continue with us. Thank you.
Everyone, so as you guys can see, I have completed this simple character block up, as you guys can see. So now it's time for me to do a little poly painting on this one. So I'm going to do quick coloring on this one in basic terms. So please check out how I can do it.
Okay, so thank you. I have created a character based on the different shapes. Okay, it looks like Kingpin of the Amazing Spider-Man. Okay, they also did the same. I mean, they used different shapes. Yeah. Yeah. I hope you like it. Thank you. So, guys, I I hope that you like the character that have been created by B. Sharma sir and Yogesh sir over here. So, two unique characters, completely different from each other, but still, they are relevant as a comic characters. So, I hope you understood the concept and you are enjoying the content. So, in the meanwhile, Sumesh sir and Shivam sir are creating characters in 2D and 3D. So, I also they have been explaining the process. So I hope you are liking that. So once they complete it, they will explain the complete process, how they created it.
everybody. So I hope you guys can see over here. So now I have created this simple alien-like creature in ZBrush. So basically it's concept art. So the difference, if you guys want to know about 2D and 3D, so in 2D you basically just create a simple shapes, right? You don't have to worry about what's happening behind the character. If you have a single, let's say this is your character in 2D, if suppose, so you don't have to worry about what's happening at the back, right? But in 3D, when you're sculpting, or even if you're doing the box modeling, so you have to take care of all the different angles, right? So I don't know if you guys have pay attention to this sculpting. So I have rotated my character from all the different angles, all different possible angles, right? So if my camera rotates from, let's say, left to right or up to down or in any direction in 3D, so it looks great, right? So basically we just have to follow this silhouette property over here. You can see over, right, like this. So that's how you guys can create a quick, you can say, a 3D concept art and in ZBrush, right? Thank you. I hope you guys like this quick concept art sketch in ZBrush. And thank you.
All right, so students, I hope you can hear me. So we started with the proportion block. You can see here the proportion block. We divided human body in three parts: first for torso, second for upper leg, and the last for the lower leg. And then we work for the stick figure. So here you can see it is just looking like the skeleton, and it is very helpful for joints to understand the joint before the final structure. And then we applied the structure, and it is very helpful to understand the 3D form of the character. And after that, definitely we can go for the detailing. And here you can see I started the detailing, and I already completed this demonstration. So let me show you the steps.
So guys, hope you are liking the output that Shubham sir has created in 3D in ZBrush. So the characters, as you can see, the eyes are apart from the body. So now Sumit sir also almost completed the character. So he's rendering the final output for all of you. And yeah, that's it from them. And now we'll go on to the queries that you guys might have. Ruby ma'am, are you here? Ruby ma'am?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, everyone, for intensifying and magnifying the knowledge of our attendees. And after this, I believe the attendees will be proficient in designing a comic character digitally as well as with the sketch, and will sparkle with this gained expertise. So thank you everyone. And yes sir, we have few queries from our attendees. So with your permission, we'll take up those queries. Yes sir.
Yes, definitely. We can take the
Okay.
queries.
Okay, sir. So, sir, there is a query from Simran. He wants to know that in which semester he learned about this designing process.
As per our course curriculum, starting from our first semester, even from the first day onwards, we start design the concepts, learning the sketching skills. If I'm talking about the sketching skills, like Sumit sir has shown, as well as Yogesh sir and B. Sharma sir has shown on the paper, I'm talking about. Then once we move gradually to the next semesters, you will be learning it into the 2D also, as well as in 3D in Zbrush. So we start the conceptualizing all of these concepts from the first semester onwards.
Thank you so much, sir. So we'll take up another query. So the attendee wants to know that the tools which the tools and the software which like our experts, they have showcased to the attendees. So are these tools are free of cost, or they have to purchase it, or it will be provided by the university?
Thank you for the question. As I always say, that tools are just a medium to showcase your creativity. So tools can be any, you can use any software for this, but we always prefer using Adobe Suite. There you can use Photoshop and Illustrator for the output that you see from Sumit sir, and those are free for the student. So you can download from Adobe itself and use it on your PCs. That is regarding the work that you have seen from the Sumit sir. And then next for the ZBrush is also available freely for limited time from the ZBrush website, Pixologic. So that also can be used for practicing the output. But definitely, if you want to use as a professionally later in your career after your degree, then definitely you have to purchase, because obviously you are making it professionally and earning the money from that. So obviously the learning process is free from the websites, from the companies, but as you graduate, as you go forward in your career, it's always better to purchase those softwares. So I hope this answers the question.
Definitely, sir. And I also would like to add something to this, that softwares and these tools, they are easy to purchase, they are easy to download, but you require an expert faculty, you require expertise for to be proficient in that, to perform with the help of those tools or with that software. So for that, you need to be here, you need to be under the guidance of our faculty, our mentorship, to be successful in your career. So yes sir, so we'll take up last but not the least question, sir. Attendees want to know about the placement process, that how LPU helped the attendees, the students, for the placement after the completion of the course.
We have been placing our students in very big companies, and the packages, if I talk about the packages, we are giving the package of 14 lakhs. Recently we have been paying 14 lakhs to our student per annum. So process starts very early in the program, and student register for the placement. Then we float the placement drives. So there they see the profiles, what are the profiles they like. Once they like the profile of the company, of the job, then they register for that drive. We call it drive, like you can say register for the drive. Once they register for the drive, and then they get the test, they appear for the test and they participate. If they are able to crack the test, then definitely next process is about the internship. They can get internship or directly placement also, depending on the quality. So I would say all of the viewers who are seeing it, the main and most important thing, I would say the only important thing is your portfolio. So no matter how much you have learned, if you cannot showcase it in a single a single output, or I would say the variety of projects, then your everything is wasted. So portfolio is something which you always focus and insist on. Portfolio quality will take you everywhere and anywhere in the world. And I think the salary is just a limit. As we talk about, the salary is a limit, like the sky is a limit, same thing. So you can earn as much as you want. Even from the freelancing, you can earn so much money without I would say before being placed, before being graduating from the university, if you can do the good job. So only thing is skill is oriented course. So a skill, if you have good skills, definitely you can uh, make more money and get best of the best placement. I hope this
Thank
answers the
you.
query. More clarity is
Definitely,
required.
sir. And yes, sir. Thank you so much. And you have rightly said that sky is the limit. So thank you so much, sir, for resolving all the queries of our attendees. And attendees, you want to learn what you have witnessed. If you want to learn about this, you have to take admissions and you have to come to the university. And for that process, for the admission, how to route it and what is the infrastructure, what you'll witness over here, we have our expert with us, Dr. Chirag Sharma. So over to you, sir, for the admission part of the university.
Okay.
Rubiji, I just want to add this small thing, because we might not been able to showcase whatever we wanted to show in this limited time period. So I request the attendees to visit the department, visit our display area, and if you want, we can definitely showcase our student more work, because it's a very small time. We can show our show reels of the work. We can show the projects that students have done for the freelancing as well as on the live projects. So the variety of work is like so much work is there, which is very less time we find to compress all of that. So we invite all of you to please come over here and have a look at the department. Over to you, Chirag sir.
Definitely, sir. We are here to welcome you with open arms, and you can witness all these things which are being displayed today, and rest, the detailing part, will be delivered by our expert. So over to you, sir.
Hi. So I'll be telling regarding the infrastructure part in whatever time that is allocated to me. So we start with the important part, important information regarding the lovely profession university. As we know that 13 LP students have participated in Tokyo Olympics 2020, out of which some has won gold medals as well as bronze medals. We have achieved a good number. So as per the rankings of the lovely profession university, it has been ranked among top 36 universities amongst top universities of India as per the world university rankings. We talk about the campus life and exposure offered. One of the major prime events that we were able to conduct was 106th Indian Science Congress, which was inaugurated by Shri Narendra Modi ji, our Honorable Prime Minister, from 3rd to 7th January 2019, with the first private university to conduct that particular huge event. Apart from that, we have been hosting various convocations, which were inaugurated by then presidents of India as well as Afghanistan. Along with that, various life skill lessons have been taught. Along with that, LPU Startup School has been actually inaugurated by late Shri Arun Jaitley sir. So various life skills lessons have been taught to faculties as well as the students. Along with that, we had the visits of various Bollywood celebrities as well as cricketing fraternities like Shri Shah Rukh Khan sir and Mahendra Dhoni sir. So apart from that, we talk about the infrastructure. Let me show you one of the major highlight of our university, which is Amphitheater. You can see over here there is huge open auditorium which is connected with various academic blocks, and various academic blocks are along with one central library also. So it has a capacity of more than 3,000 people. So if I talk about the indoor auditorium, so we have one big indoor auditorium as well, which is having the capacity of 500 and plus more people, and it's entirely AC filled auditorium. Along with that, we have 9-story academic resource center, which is known as Uni Mall, where you can have all the access to your daily necessities, and you can explore yourself in the university. And this mall does have the facility of bowling as well as gym that I will show in my upcoming slides. Apart from that, we have a central library, which is a 4-story building with the access of more than 1 lakh books, and all the departments books are available in this library also. Apart from that, since I told you, bowling as well as gym facility are available in academic resource center, so there are the pics regarding the same thing. Apart from that, we have the facility of Uni Hospital, which is a very good feature in the university, because in this time of the pandemic, it's very important to have those facilities for all the students, and it is 24/7 facility. Apart from that, we have since we have been winning various medals in Olympics. Along with that, we were the second prize holders in Khelo India Games 2022, and we were second prize holders, but we are having the highest number of medals, let me tell you. So those medals come with because we have that kind of infrastructure to support all the students, and the indoor stadium is one of the prime examples. We have an indoor pool along with badminton courts, shooting range, as well as various basketball as well as volleyball courts. Apart from that, let me show you the evening view of the campus. You can see there are various academic blocks. There is open auditorium as well as present over there, and this is a night view of the campus. But let me tell you a very important feature of our university, which is security as well as residential facility. We have the completely anti-ragging university, and let me tell you, you cannot enter the university directly. You have to have that turnstile on before you enter the university, so that is the security check. Apart from that, 24/7 security is facility provided to all the hostlers of the university, and we have 1-seater, 2-seater, 3-seater, 4-seater hostels with AC and air cooled facilities. We'll have 6 girls and 8 boys hostels, and capacity of 20,000 plus, and different food options for them, such as standard South Indian mess as well as North Indian mess. These are the facilities that we are providing to the students as per the infrastructure part. So let me come straight back to the admission part. So since we were discussing about the design course, and the multimedia was one of that. So let me tell you regarding the design course. So if I talk about the B design, so I have actually visited the website. Website link is nest.lpu.in. You can easily note the link, which is nest.lpu.in, and in that I have to select various courses. So the course that I selected was B design. I can select BSc design. Obviously the B design, BSc design, there's a bit of a difference apart from all the years and fee structures. So we have M design as well as MSc design. So it's up to us what we need to basically select upon. If I talk about a B design course, so how should I select the multimedia part? So over here there are many options like B design, fashion, film production, graphics, and multimedia. So I'm selecting multimedia as a course. So in multimedia course, what is the case of eligibility? Because we should know fees as well as eligibility along with scholarship part. So as well as the important dates that I'll discuss later. So let me just come up with the fees of B design multimedia. The fees is 1,20,000, but it's for one semester. So let me tell you the very important aspect of this particular course. The important aspect for this particular course is that we give scholarship, and we give scholarship on various categories. So one of them, if the student is eligible in one of them, by default the scholarship is given to the student. Like for an example, we give scholarship on the basis of LPU Nest. LPU Nest is a national level eligibility scholarship examination that is conducted for the students of multimedia. So it has to be applied for sure. The student must apply for LPU Nest. Now, if LPU Nest is applied, so scholarship can be given on the basis of various other platforms, like we have +2. So if the student is scoring 95% or above marks in +2, so by default the scholarship of 48% or 57,600 scholarship is given to the student. The fees is not 1,20,000 anymore. The fees is 6 lakh. The fees is 62,400. So again, the scholarship is provided on the basis of either very good performance in LPU Nest, or it is on the performance of your +2, or if you have given UCEED examination. Let me tell you, your LPU Nest must be applied. But if you don't want to give that LPU Nest examination, because if you have very good UCEED rank, so you can get it exempted in the column that is mentioned over there. So UCEED rank is from 1 to 1,000, or you have NID, that means a percentile more than 60, or NIFT rank from 1 to 3,000. So you get the scholarship of 48%. It's not for all, it's one of these. So if you falling in one of these categories, so you will get the scholarship of 57,600 per semester. So same applies with category 2 cutoff. So the it is clearly mentioned in my screen also. So category 2 cutoff in LPU Nest or 90 to 94.99% in plus 2, or you have UC rank from 1001 to 2000, or NID that means percentile from 50 to 60, or NIFT rank from 3001 to 6000. Same applies with LPU Nest cutoff 3, or 80 to 89% marks in plus 2, or the UC rank from 2001 to 3000, or NIV that means a percentile from 40 to 49.99, or NIFT rank from 6001 to 7500. So you get the scholarship accordingly. So these are the scholarships that we are providing to the students. Apart from that, we do have important dates that the students must look after. The important dates are to apply for LPU Nest. As I told you, LPU Nest has to be applied. So the last day to apply for LPU Nest examination is 31st of July, and the exams can be given as soon as the student register for LPU Nest examination. Student by default will select any date to give the examination. The moment the examination is done, so like for example 6th June to 5th of August, so the next day the result will come. Display of result will be done within 48 hours, means 2 days will be given to the students for displaying the results. After that, within 7 days, let's say if you give the exam on 3rd of August, so 5th of August the result will come, and till 12th of August you have to take the admission if you want to avail this scholarship. Again, the last day to apply for this examination is 31st of July. Don't waste your time, just apply for it as soon as possible. Clearly over here you can clearly see the apply now option is also available, so you can easily apply for this particular course, and you need to fill your name, your gender, your email ID, your state, and your mobile number. By default you'll be getting registered for this examination, and by default we will direct you to the second step of this examination, which is the fee of this examination. So that's it from my side. If there is any query, I'll be happy to answer.
Thank you so much, sir, for the detailed information about the admission process. And I believe the attendees must have gained the route and the information that how to approach our university for the admission. So thank you so much, sir. And I advise attendees that decisions determine destiny. So don't just wait for the last date, decide your own date and take the admissions as soon as possible. So with this, we'll conclude today's webinar. Thank you, attendees, for sparing time and participating in today's webinar. We appreciate you all for being here, and I believe your knowledge has been enriched by this webinar. Also, I would like to express my appreciation to the experts for their valuable contribution towards the webinar, and I believe and I'm sure their years of experience, their years of research will definitely help the audience to choose the right path. So with this, we'll conclude today's webinar. Until next time, I, Ruby Gill, finally sign off the session. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Ruby ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chirag sir.